Good morning, gamers. And it is I, Zio,
I'm D-Pad Chad.
where we randomly talk about random shit about games because we don't know what we're doing. But yeah, that's pretty much what we do. And I have a dog. For some reason, there's a dog right here. Yeah. I have a dog.
I have a kitty right over here.
She decided she had to be up here. But yeah, so good morning. How is everybody doing? Don't even have the thing up so I can see chat because I completely forgot that was a necessity.
Oh yeah.
Then again, I also forgot to advertise the stream.
Wow, you're just all sorts of prepared, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I was busy dealing with a Minecraft server last night, so
Oh,
this morning.
Yeah, we don't need a banned words thing till like 80 trolls just until you put us on a vote server that is Troll Central and they go, allow us to introduce ourselves, and then commence to say every curse word and wrong word in the dictionary in rapid succession.
Yep. Lots of bans were issued. A ban word list was implemented. And we got a handle of everything, though, real quick, so it's all good. Server's fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's not broken or anything. We've been fine-tuning some things now that we have several players, testing out stuff, so, you don't have to get cremated by a ton of mobs when you enter a cave now.
Yeah. Which, I didn't tell you this story. I actually didn't get a chance to. But they killed me so quick, I couldn't type the commands to go into creative. Like, I was trying to go into creative to take into account, like, basically survey, like, how many mobs, what levels they were, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you know how you warp to a new world, it automatically puts you into survival, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went into went back to where I died, which is the resource world, but I was coming from the main world, so it automatically put me into survival mode. And yeah. I went to type in /create dead. So I was like, okay, well, I'll type in /creative, then I just hit the up arrow, so it's already in my chat thing. So up arrow, enter. They killed me before I could enter that. I was like, okay then. Well, screw me. I had to do it a couple times before I could get into creative mode fast enough for the zombies not to kill me instantly.
That's great. But yeah, we had quite the night when suddenly the server just got bombarded by people.
Oh yeah, no, it was great, and the fact that I'd say about 90% of them, the first thing you see when you enter the server, please read these signs in this room. What do? Run straight out the door and read no signs in that room.
And of course, if you're just joining us, we recently opened up a Minecraft server called Elysium Z. You'll see it on the screen right here. So, go check out YouTube or Fruit Lab, where the link is in the description of all the videos on it and stuff. So you can go take a look at that. We apparently acquired players finally. It's been a good day. So,
yep.
I mean, it took us long enough, just a week or so. It's only been live for like a week, right?
About a week and a half, roughly.
Okay. But yeah. So you can go ahead and go check that out. But yeah, so now that we had that issue, because we had this conversation about banned words and everything before we went live, and then suddenly all hell broke loose. So
Yes, it did.
that had to be fixed. Bans were issued, IP bans were issued. All sorts of stuff, lots of fun. But Mega Man 11, somebody has a bone to pick with Mega Man 11.
Yeah, wow, they beat the shit out of that little blue boy, didn't they? Like, wow, somebody called Children's Services because Capcom committed child abuse. Like, seriously, wow. Like, I love Mega Man. I am a huge fan of Mega Man. And then I played that, and first of all, there's a major flaw with the story. This whole two gear system, right, is
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Wily's creation. And they're like, we're going to fight Dr. Wily and prove that he's not in the right by using his tech
Oh yeah, I
and
mean that's
prove
the only way
him,
he can stand up to the other people using the same tech.
yeah, and prove that it doesn't work by proving it works. And by the way, doesn't this mean that all those years ago he was right and Dr. Light was, you know, kind of cock blocking him? What the heck, you know?
Well, just with the
That,
double gear system, he was right.
well, that's what I mean. Like, and excuse me. And that aside, uh every single battle can be, like, literally every single boss fight is use the speed part of the gear, beat the crap out of the enemy till it maxes out, tank any of these shots that you have to, use a E-tank, rinse and repeat. That's every single boss fight, period. It's boring. And then on top of that, that wasn't bad enough. The levels are obscenely long. Like, wow. They're not hard, they're tedious. Like, you die because you're like, okay, here we go. Oh, I died. Now I died to like a spike or an enemy that came off screen and randomly hit me for half my health because I played on the hardest difficulty like an idiot. On the hardest difficulty, they actually do not drop any healing items at all. So you're only getting money, which is kind of actually nice because like you'll get tons of money, so you're not going to have to farm for any like money stuff at all to get the upgrades. But at the same time, you're not going to be healing at all. You're just going to use E-tanks throughout. But you can. So it's not really hard in the slightest. I'm just like, okay. Like, it's either like if you were to not use the gear, like say you want to challenge yourself and not use the gears at all, a majority of the game feels like it's borderline unbeatable. Actually, there are parts of the
Well,
levels I realize
I
you
was gonna
have to use.
say it was set up to force you to use the gear system, so
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say, I was about to get to that where you have to use the gear. I was like, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna try not to use the gear at all. And then I was like, oh wait, no, I have to. Never mind. Because I was like, maybe there's an alternate ending if you don't use the gear at all.
what is
Always
there?
looking for. I don't think so.
I don't know.
The,
I've played the demo. I wasn't impressed. Pretty much same issues. The gear system is too OP. And then, they have to design things specifically for the gear system. So if you don't use it, you can't win anyway. So
Well,
I mean,
there's this.
granted, I'm sure you can if you get really, really, really super, super good or something. I'm sure there's some speedrunner out there who has done it without ever using the gear system. But,
Nope.
I'm not on that
There,
level. So, you know,
there's there's literally stage mechanics that are unpassable
but it does
without
feel
using the
like there
speed
are
gear.
definitely mechanics that force you to use that gear system no matter what. Um, and the gear system is nice in theory, but it just made things so much easier when I can slow down time like that or have a powerhouse shot. But
I literally just slowed everything down.
I just want a new Mega Man X game and forget that Mega Man X6 and up exists because so help me, don't do what they've done. So yeah, just make me a Mega Man X game or a Mega Man Legends 3 and we'll be good. Can you imagine Mega Man X3 with twin analog stick support?
Oh, geez. Okay.
I mean,
So
could you imagine that? Because I think Legends 2 actually did somewhat give you that support. I don't remember.
they did.
Um,
They did.
but on a modern controller now, Mega Man Legends 3.
Or X.
So
Yeah, Mega Man Legends 3 would be.
I'd still use a
Mm.
D-pad for an X title. I never cared for playing the side scrollers with the analog.
Well, okay. So let me throw this at you. There was a game for Sega, of all things, called Gunstar Heroes.
Yeah.
Now, you probably played it where you just was run and gun. Honestly, it was very Mega Man like, but it had like a co-op. You could play with a friend and all that. You can actually chuck your friend around. It was a hoot. I used to throw my friend Keith into a pit and kill him. Um, but the thing is, you shoot all around. Now with the analog stick, imagine if you're playing Mega Man X and you could actually shoot in any direction with the Buster Cannon. That would open up a whole new array.
Yeah, well, I honestly could care less about that. But the Metal Blade from Mega Man was able to do that, so that's why it was so universally loved so much. It's the fact that people could do it. It didn't take a whole lot of energy, and it still did massive damage.
Yeah, oh yeah. Um, it did damage over time too, if I remember right, because it just stayed there.
No, that was the
Or
Mega
am
Man
I
X
thinking?
version of it. Was nowhere near as good, or at least I don't
Okay,
think it was. But yeah, the Mega
I'm thinking
Man
of a
X
different
version
power.
had one where it would like boom shoot it out and a blade would spin and then fall to the ground and go over or something. Then if it hit something, it would just sit there and go boom 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 until it disappeared.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different power. Okay, but no, I'm thinking like if you could shoot in all directions with a you know, an analog stick, um, that would be just leaps and bounds better than like what we have now. It's just such a simple upgrade. And then they keep trying to do all these different things with Mega Man. And personally, I like the whole shop idea that they have with the Mega Man series where you go to the lab, you can buy upgrades using the bolts. I like that. And I think that's something that they should incorporate with Mega Man X, where maybe you visit like a mechanic or something. I don't know. Uh, you go
Oh,
back to
I think they did put in upgrades in the Mega Man X.
did they?
Yeah, it was the later ones, if I remember correctly. You had to find these bots or whatnot, and they'd give you stuff, and then
Well,
you
no,
could
I'm not.
go in and upgrade things in the in between
Well,
stages.
well, I'm not saying like find them. I'm saying like currency that you could use in exchange at like Hunter HQ.
Yeah.
Uh, and then like if you went to like and like you said, Mega Man Legends 3, why not a 3D Mega Man? Why not? Everything else is 3D. Mario's 3D for Christ's sake.
Capcom thinks there's no want for that, I guess.
Well, there's no want for their company either, but you know. I mean, I'm just calling a spade a spade. Like, they're literally held up by 2 games right now: Resident Evil and freaking Mega Man.
No, Monster Hunter and Phantasy Star Online. That's Capcom, isn't it?
No, that's Sega.
Or is that Sega? My bad.
That's Sega.
Monster Hunter's Capcom, though, right?
I don't know. I don't play it, so
I'm pretty sure it was.
I don't know.
And I type in Monster Hunter and I get the movie. Did that movie actually release? I guess it did. You can watch it now. I want to see that movie, by the way. Can't be too bad.
I haven't watched a movie in like
developed by
forever.
Capcom. Monster Hunter is a Capcom property. They're doing Monster Hunter, and they just released Resident Evil Village 2, didn't they?
Yeah. Which I haven't played a Resident Evil since I think 4. And I think was a 7, 8.
Well, the last time I played Resident Evil was, I think, Code Veronica X, for like the PS2. So
yeah.
It's been a while since I've played a Resident Evil game.
Well,
I did want to play the well, I didn't want to go to that. Like the ones that they recently released, the remakes.
Yeah.
The HD remakes and whatnot, because they look
good.
freaking amazing. I loved really watching it. But you know, I haven't played it, so sign in to confirm your age. F you, YouTube. Wait, shit. You're gonna force me to go over to the regular browser, aren't you? You piece of shit.
What?
YouTube won't let me look up the Resident Evil trailer, Resident Evil Village trailer, without proving my age. And since I'm in incognito mode, so it won't auto-complete all that hentai that I watch, you know?
Oh my.
Oh my. Anyway, since I'm in incognito mode, it won't let me do it unless I sign in to prove my age.
Oh crap! See, this is why you look at all your naughty things in incognito mode.
Who says I don't? But just in case.
Oh crap!
Wow, I just combined the words Resident Evil into one word, and it did things.
It did bad things.
Yes, it did.
Oh, let me switch back.
It did bad things. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Let me.
Gotta love the internet.
Let's see. All right. Let me swap that over real quick if I can figure out how to, because apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Poorly done here. Let's see. That's not the right thing. Oh well. I was trying to swap it over, but it won't let me get to the right thing for some reason.
I love it when that happens.
Yeah, I know. It just won't let me have the option for it for some reason. We'll do this. And then I'll bring this up. No, I will not bring that up. I'll do this.
So just a heads up. Looks like I'm not sure if it might be on my end, Zio, but it looks like the live stream froze.
Huh. It did. No idea why. That's
But
lovely.
It froze in the most hilarious image. Like, you look like you just found something very naughty online.
Oh, why did we freeze?
No, up
Um, that's lovely. I don't know what to do about that.
here.
I don't know what to do about that. Everything froze.
Everything froze.
Yeah. There we go. We're back. Everything should look good now, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened.
Yep. I'm doing good. I have a kitty.
We're professionals here. Oh.
You doing good, Rough Nut? You comfy?
All right. Did we freeze again?
Yeah, looks like it. Oh, nope, we're back.
All
I
right.
think it's coming back.
No, we're still frozen, I think. I have no idea what's going on. Apparently, we're not allowed to live stream this morning, I guess.
My goodness.
This is really, really bad. Oh, I think I know what happened.
What happened?
I minimized Discord.
You-
I minimized Discord and it broke the stream, of course. Why not? Oh.
Okay.
But we should be good now.
Well, I'm doing just fine because I got this kitty.
Alright, so I can't actually bring up Resident Evil, apparently. For whatever reason, the stream just won't let me do it. OBS will not let me select the dang window that it's in. Because apparently Resident Evil is one of those things we're not allowed to talk about because somebody gets mad about it, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, well, we can talk about it. We just can't show it, I guess.
Yeah. Which actually might be a good thing, because with the way certain companies have been, there's no telling what might actually happen.
Yeah, no kidding. It has tits.
Well, that's nice.
Like everybody's kind of simping for the girls in it.
I know everybody's all up about that vampire.
Yeah, and honestly,
see, I can go to the site. There we go.
There you go, and there you can click on that. There you go. But honestly, I didn't care. Like,
so I click the trailer and it brings me straight to YouTube. Oh, but it's playing. It's playing. Eat that, YouTube.
That's a whole lot of below me.
That. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, sounds about right. So, so this is a continuation from the last one, which was like set in Louisiana, and now it's like this one's set in like I don't know, Germany or Russia or something. I don't care.
I have no
I
idea where the last one was even set at.
it was set in Louisiana.
Set in Louisiana. All right.
Yeah, like this family kidnapped a girl and infected her with a fungus from like four.
Wait, but fungus. Did we
Yeah,
get away from the T virus or something? Is that what we're doing?
yeah,
We've gotten away from the T virus, and now we have a
fungal infection.
what was the other game that had the fungal infection? I can't think of what it's called.
There's a
They
couple
just
now.
had the second one. I've talked about it in length multiple times.
Uh, I don't know.
Uh, Anybody? Oh, I have no idea.
Um.
Left Behind.
Oh.
It's got Ellie and Joe. Ellie and
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Weren't they dealing with a fungal thing too in
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
one?
They were. They were.
Okay.
Hang on a second. I know what it's called. Crap. I made a parody video about it. Uh.
Well, we know what we're talking about. Anyway, point
Yeah.
is, it had a fungal virus too. So when did Resident Evil go to the fungal virus? I just knew there were zombies, but I didn't really know the story much beyond, Code Veronica X.
It's actually been a thing since 4.
Is that the one that was set in Africa?
No, that was 5.
Oh.
I think it was 5. 4 was the one that was in like a village where the president's daughter Ashley was kidnapped and Leon had to rescue her.
Hmm.
And actually, it was a really good game, but it wasn't the T virus in that one. It was like a fungus that they were ingesting to turn themselves into these monsters. It was a cult thing, and
Okay. That sounds
yeah,
really weird. If
yeah.
that's been like a thing forever, then why would it be an outbreak now?
Well, I guess what it was like Last of Us. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Um. So I guess with the whole like vampire chick, they're not like part of the cult. They're well aware of what it is. I assume they seem more coherent and less crazy on the
Mm-hmm.
surface. But don't get me wrong, the seventh one with the Louisiana family were straight bonkers.
Oh, it just launched yesterday.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was that soon ago.
yeah. The Louisiana family was straight bonkers, but I don't know. I'm so over Resident Evil. Like the newer ones just don't appeal to me.
I want to play
Cause
this
how?
one, so
Yeah.
it's just going to be a bit hot minute.
I don't know. It's
I could pay with
how
it
many
for
times can you
pips
say zombies? Ah.
every time. I mean, they're technically not zombies anymore, right? No T virus. But what happened to the T virus? If they started
Uh.
putting these, or what? Yeah, like seriously, what happened to the T virus?
I think they actually got it got put on it got under control and dealt with, and I think they found a cure or some such, and but a majority of the Umbrella Corporation got taken out by their own virus.
Well, yes, I'd say
I
so.
I think the only survivors were like the main protagonist of the story, and what's his name? Forget his name.
Whisker.
Yeah. I mean, up to a point. I think he did die in one of the series.
Yeah, well, that's a bummer. I kind of liked him.
Like, I think he did. It's been so long. Like I said, I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan, so this is definitely like not my game of expertise. Like, I can tell you this right now, I played every Resident Evil once, and then like I was like, okay, I played it. Um, I would say this one and this one, 7 and 4 probably look the best to me.
There's like
So
literally nothing in the gaming news right now.
dry week, huh?
Apparently, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
So um, let's talk about this Discord Twitch thing, by the way.
Oh yeah, what is this Discord Twitch thing?
Okay, so Discord announced that they're coming out with this stage streaming thing. It's freaking Twitch. It's literally live streaming without the monetization aspect. It's literally a fart away from it.
What is this thing called? Because there's like no mention of Discord trying to take a bite out of Twitch anywhere.
I mean, there's no announcement of them like moving in on Twitch officially, right?
Well, I mean, if they're gonna push out something new, that announcement would be there, and then people would make the correlation from that.
They already pushed it out.
But
It's called Stage. It's literally you live stream, right?
mm-hmm.
On your server. People can watch and they can like chat and stuff, but you are automatically like the live streamer, and it's basically set up that you're like on stage, and they don't have like, here, I'll see if I can find the link real quick for it.
Oh, I've got Discord's new Clubhouse-like feature from a month ago.
Yeah, this just rolled out like a couple days ago, if not like a day ago.
Uh, so it's pretty much what they already had. They just allow more people in there.
Um, Give me a second. I think this might be.
I'd say nobody's talking about it because there's no competition. If I was to take a guess.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna send this to you. Stage channels FAQ.
All right.
Excuse me, guys. Special type of channel, voice channel you can create in your community server. By the way, you got to have a community server, so you already have to have a big following.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Audio only
all it does is take the standard stream and increase the number of people in there.
Yeah, which you can already kind of do.
Yeah.
Um, um, and so you can see where little screenshot here where it has audience and then like the streamers up top.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm saying like is Discord muscling in on Twitch, right? Um, so say this got bigger, like a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
They could very well switch us to have a monetization aspect to it, and it'd be Twitch.
Well, Discord already has monetization. You just don't get it. Um, I highly doubt they're going to turn monetization on for people to earn money outside of whatever they're already doing. Discord has no need for that. I mean, they have server boosting as it is to make money for themselves.
Oh yeah.
So now they are integrating with PlayStation.
Yeah, heard
So
about that.
that's a thing that's happening. We talked about that last week, or well, me and you didn't, but I did.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that's happening. I'm not sure how that's going to change it up on the Discord side of things or what that's going to do. Because for surely they won't just like suddenly, oh, we can't support if you're playing an Xbox game or something kind of deal. You
No,
can't stream it on our servers, or if somehow they find out you're streaming, you know.
no.
But you
I
know,
think with that. Sorry.
but other than that, I don't think there's much more to it.
Well, I think with that, with Discord, the whole Discord Sony thing, I think that's just going to be them incorporating uh Discord's voice chat into their servers instead
Yeah.
of them creating their own.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I can't really remember how PlayStation does it. It's been a while. But I know for the longest time, Microsoft has always had like parties and stuff like that. So you can go play Halo and just get your party chat going with your friends instead of that rando who happens to be on your team
Yeah,
screaming into the mic and stuff, so you can avoid all that. I don't know
yeah.
if PlayStation ever actually had that system or not.
If you want to know how PlayStation and to a lesser extent Xbox does their chat, jam your headset down your throat and then yell really loud.
But
That's how they do it.
Xbox and Microsoft have always been on the up and up when it comes to chatting with parties, setting up parties, things like that, and getting all that stuff on the forefront of that whole area. Meanwhile, every time I've looked at PlayStation, they're nowhere near, when it comes to multiplayer and stuff that, say, Microsoft and Xbox actually are.
Nope. Very unpersonal.
So this might be, I guess they're fixed to that. Because I'm sure they probably still don't really have a whole lot going on in that department. Maybe they do. I just don't really know much about it. I guess I
No, I
don't
think
know.
no, I think you're right. I think they're outsourcing. But with this,
And
the
you
re-
don't have to do the micro or the switch thing either,
oh,
where you have to download an app to your phone to do everything. If it's just straight up integrated into PlayStation, then you don't actually have to download Discord on your phone to use it.
I love the Switch. It's one of my favorite consoles for games. But my God, Nintendo is like in the Stone Age when it comes to everything other than the gaming aspect.
Oh yeah, Nintendo just I don't even know where to begin with Nintendo and
Like,
their ability to do anything network related.
my gosh, whoever their network engineer is, fire him, fire them. Fire the entire flipping department.
I'm pretty sure it's all the way up upper management decisions.
Fire them too.
Because if you actually look at the history of Nintendo, that's usually where it stems from, right? Somebody higher up the chain at the tippy top has decided this is what's going to happen, this is how they're going to handle it, and then that's how they handle it, even though there's things way better ways to do it. They just don't want to because they're stuck in whatever mentality they're stuck in.
Yep.
Which is like the only downside to that.
But see, I want to revisit this disc thing because I think it's the possible start of something that could get larger. Because see, we already have the voice chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
It can get pretty big, and then they come out with the stage channels, which kind of strikes me as odd because why would you even need that when we have the voice channels and you can even through the different roles and stuff have the same outcome as the stage thing.
I know why.
So why have this, right?
Well, see, here's my thought on it. Remember how before this world-ending pandemic hit everywhere, you could only have a very, very limited number of people in a server that you've got video or something going?
Yeah, they was like 10.
Yeah, it was very limited, very finite. And the reason was they couldn't do it. There was no way for them to figure out how to add more because people had been asking for years to put more in that channel, right?
Yeah.
And then the pandemic happened. And then they just casually came out and said, oh, by the way, we're going to up that number so you can now have more people because you guys need to stay indoors, stay from going outside and all this other stuff, right? And then everybody collectively just sort of gave them the, huh? Stare and was like, wait a second, Discord. For the past 3 years, you've told us you can't do that. And then out of nowhere, you're just casually making this announcement. Oh, yeah, by the way, we flipped the switch. Enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I picked up on that too.
Poodle back in the bag, right? Poodle in the bag. Where the hell did that come from? Anyway.
Somebody do it. No. We need art of that. Anybody that watches this in the future, draw that. Draw Zio trying to stuff a poodle in a bag.
Anyway, you can't put that back in the bag, right? Now that you've done it, you can't just tell people, oh, by the way, now that things are getting better and everybody's getting vaccinated and stuff like this, we're going to go ahead and drop it back down to 5 or 10 or whatever it happened to have been at, without people getting all upset. And since things are getting back to normal, whatever the hell that means, I mean, depending on who you listen to, of course, if you're living in my area, things have been normal since the first 2 months of the pandemic. We all freaked out for 2 months and then went back to normal. No joke. I mean, sure, we wore some masks here and there, and we stood 6 feet apart from one another. But after the first 2 months of us closing everything down super early and all this other stuff, my entire area went straight back to normal. We told the governor to F himself. We're going back to normal because we need to work. And we have been at a steady whatever forever. We've actually been in the New York Times, by the way. I don't know. There's been like 3 or 4 articles now. The New York Times has written going that this area is suddenly this hot spot, this huge hot spot, because they had 5 cases.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. So because we suddenly had 5 cases one day, and we've had like a steady number. If you look at the actual numbers, it says we have anywhere from 0 to 2 cases daily. Apparently new cases, not really sure how true that is, because none of the hospitals we have around here have those cases with them. I know
Yeah.
people who work in those hospitals, and I'm like, well, what's your pandemic look right over there? You know, I've been like avoiding the doctors for reasons, you know, not to mention I don't like going to the doctors to begin with, but like we haven't had anybody at the start, the first 2 months. I think they had a total of like 32 who were confirmed positive, who went to to the hospitals for a bit, but they got over it, and we lost a couple of people who were really, really old who had contracted it. But you know, for the most part, we've been back to normal. You know, after the first 2 months, we've not done what these other places have, and we've gone into this. We need to steer clear of this because this is how we get banned. But the point is, after all that, and we're getting back to normal, Twitch, Twatter, Discord. Phew, there we go. Discord.
Yeah. I was like, don't worry, guys, I'll get it eventually.
I've got 3 kids, 4 animals. I can't keep track of anybody. Anyway, I'll go through everybody's names, including the animals, until I actually yell at the kid I'm yelling at. Like, you, come here, and I'll snap my fingers. Like, I don't know your name. Just get over here. No, but seriously.
Soon to be dead child.
Yeah, seriously. Speaking of children, we were at the grocery store the other day, and my youngest was with me, and he looks at me and goes, "Dad, why are you looking at me in that don't do that look?" And I'm just like, because you shouldn't do that. But anyway, yeah, see, they can't roll it back now, right? Discord can't roll back what they've done, but at the same time, they don't want that to be a thing.
Yeah.
They want you to like buy for premium this, that, and the other, and to boost a server to increase this, that, and the other, and because they can't, they're just gonna probably, I assume they're just rolling it into this, right?
Yeah,
that's what that's turning into. It's gonna be this, plus they've gone into a partnership with PlayStation just now, or Sony recently, so you know, there's the Sony integration there, and they just can't put the lid back onto the, you know, whatever it is now that they've done it. So they have to still have it, but they can limit it who can use it. So if that means you need a creator channel or whatever it's called to do it, then so be it. And then or community, and then they roll back everyone else. Everyone else is going to be like, "Hey, what the hell?" And they're going to be like, "You got 5 people. Nobody gives a damn about you. We're just going to ignore this, and nobody's even going to pay attention unless it's somebody with a community channel who suddenly doesn't have that ability."
Yeah,
because that's how it works.
So what they're going to do is they're going to gate it behind a community server, and then screw everybody else over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it. Man, I thought they were going to be cool and, you know, Twitch alternative.
Nah, there's never going to be a Twitch alternative. I'm sorry.
Nah. Yeah.
Unless Twitch completely nukes itself somehow, which sometimes it looks like it gets ever closer to doing. It's never going to actually have.
Dude, I got
even YouTube can't compete with Twitch, and it's been trying to for years. Facebook's been competing with Twitch, still can't do it because of how they do their algorithm and search function. You literally cannot get found on Facebook for the most part unless you do marketing and pay them to boost your stuff.
Yep, dude. Okay.
Unless you get super, super lucky for some reason.
Okay, why do I got the chick that used the hard R being recommended to me right now? Okay. Okay.
I have no idea. Is that Twitch?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I believe it's Amaranth.
Oh yeah, she was on the front page when I loaded up Twitch this morning too.
Yeah, she got into some trouble a while back for using the hard R.
Yeah, we have to walk on eggshells talking about this, because if you mention that she's getting favors because of any particular features or anything else like that, Twitch will ban us, and we can't have that. Amaranth, you are not getting any special treatment. You're not getting any special favors, nor is any of the other female streamers out there, who have lots of numbers and get recommended on the front page.
I guess I must have thought wrong.
Yes, you did. You have done wrong think. I'm sorry, Chad, but the wrong think is punishable by flogging 50 times.
Oh, spank my daddy. I thought THOT wrong.
Anyway. Yeah. I don't see Discord putting up any kind of fight to Twitch. It's just not going to happen. Twitch can do everything wrong and it will still stand for whatever reason when it shouldn't.
Yep.
People are going to continue to use Twitch. Your other alternative is YouTube, but at the same time with that one, if you don't already have the following over there, you can't really build it through streaming that well. Facebook, you've got to practically pay them money to have 200 people see the damn thing. So,
yeah.
I mean, I know people who stream exclusively on Facebook, and they have been complaining now for like the past several months to a year about how, they may have like 1,000 followers. They can barely get 2 or 3 at any given time watching. And all this other stuff, and I keep trying to tell people, it's because you're on Facebook. If you're going to do it on Twitch or YouTube, not Facebook.
Yeah. As much crap
chances are better.
As much crap as I give YouTube and Twitch, they are the better platforms for all their flaws.
They're the only platforms, to be totally honest. I
mean,
heck,
they're the only viable ones. I mean,
yeah.
The problem with a lot of these, and I believe I told you about this. I was talking about it with you. A lot of these alt tech platforms, they ride that "we're the rebels" mentality, which is fine. But what else you got? Because that's not going to bring people to my channel if I go with your platform.
Yeah.
How are you going to help me grow on your platform? And they usually don't.
So it's not really that. It's more like we can look at Parler as the perfect example right now. Parler. We knew this was going to happen to Parler. We knew they were going to nuke them. We said it since day one. They will nuke you. Prepare. Parler didn't do it. They rode the "we are the rebels." Come here, you disinfected, this, that, and the other. We will give you a place to set up shop, to have fun, to enjoy, to talk to one another, which was great. I really, really enjoyed Parler before it got nuked. And, I had a lot of fun. Of course, occasionally, like anywhere, you've got the bad eggs, just like you do on Twitter. If you don't believe me, they're there, trust me, and they're a lot worse than the ones that were on Parler.
I assume you mean Twitch.
Twitter? No,
Twitter. Twitter. No, you said Twitter. Jeez, wow, I messed up.
Yeah,
I'm the boomer today.
Anyway. No, but seriously, we told them, you're going to get nuked. The second you start to gain speed, they will nuke you somehow, some way. What did they do? Nothing. They got nuked. That's exactly what happened. And then the insurrection, or whatever, gave them the perfect excuse to. Never mind the fact that you can't actually do the things that they claimed people were doing on Parler, and it was all done on Facebook. They used that as the the excuse to completely nuke Parler off the ground. And I haven't tested it today, but the past couple of days now, Parler has just silently disappeared. Their servers are currently down. Actually, I'll test it real quick, live on stream. Why not? But I just noticed they just quietly disappeared the past few days. Request failed due to host name par not verified. Yeah, they're still down. I haven't. I still use Parler to just post my videos to, because I have like 600 followers over there. The problem is most of those followers have yet to ever come back to Parler. And then there's like 12 bots who have followed me now. So the second I post anything, they were sharing. But I did notice recently they stopped sharing. So I think they might have got taken out by Parler themselves. But, now they've disappeared quietly into the night, apparently, to never be heard from again. I don't know what's going on over there. I haven't seen anything. I haven't really looked for anything, to be honest, but just trying to log into the site real quick. But they've just completely disappeared. What could have avoided all of that? If they had properly prepared. They had gotten off of whoever's servers and built their own thing or whatever, because they were crushing Twitter.
Oh yeah, no, they were totally mud stomping Twitter. My Parler account's gone, by the way.
Do what?
My Parler account's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
Gone. Basically, I made my account when Parler didn't have the verification was optional.
Oh.
So I didn't have a phone tied to my account.
Yeah.
I was one of the OGs. And it's now saying that it's going to send a code, one of those verification codes to the phone number attached to my account. What phone number? So yeah, my account is gone.
Well, that's lovely. Anyway, F in the chat for that, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm I hate to say it, I'm legit thinking about going back to Twitter.
Well, I mean, I never left Twitter, mainly for this reason, because I knew everything else was going to get nuked. I never could get Gab to ever load up, no matter what. No matter where I was, whatever connection I was using, Gab just never wanted to load for me, so I never even bothered.
I never got
good at it. Okay, but it feels too much like Facebook.
I never got good interaction on Gab. I'm just gonna say it.
So
it was that whole rebel mentality, and I'm like, hey, I want to talk about video games. Anybody? Okay, never mind. I'll head back this way then.
Let's see.
Like,
what happens if I do this? Hey, I get a splash page.
Yeah, that's what I got
to log in though now.
Yeah, and I tried to log in and it was like, we'll send you a code, and I'm like, good luck with that.
But on my mobile device it wasn't loading, so. But yeah, MeWe, even though it doesn't seem to be Chinese or whatnot, it feels a bit too I don't know. It's something that I just don't really care that much about. Mine's feels way too much like Facebook. I don't know. Then of course you got Utreon, who apparently recently did some kind of monetization thing, but I don't know much about this either, other than my stuff just auto ports over to it.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in the Fruit Labs.
Yeah, honestly, I love Fruit Labs, and I'm so glad that Nathan introduced us to it.
Yeah. Can I just go in without actually logging in? There we go. The front of Fruit Labs, which feels a lot like Twitch. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this entire front page, it's totally a Twitch thing.
Yep.
But I do like it, so.
My only thing is, like, man, that whole the comments, man. It grinds on me that people are just like commenting GG and are like, that's a good clip, and I'm like, that's a 20-minute let's play. That's not a clip.
Yeah, that's people not watching it.
I'm like, you freaking bot or little child that watched 0 seconds of it.
Yeah, I like how they are attempting to foster you know, this interactive thing where you need to interact with people and stuff for various reasons. But at the same time, people's interactions of just GG kind of grating. But I still like Fruit Lab. I'd rather be here. I've had more fun with people on here talking in the, juice and playing on the arcade and stuff. Way more.
Oh yeah, like I don't really play the arcade, but I, kind of I go in and out of it. Um, I definitely like juice, and I I may or may not be in there while I'm at work. And I just, it's fun to see all the people and interact. Like I said, the interaction really is a lot more. I kind of want to say honest, but that's not the right word. Um, feels legitimate, I guess, compared to like YouTube or other platforms.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a good spot to wrap it up. Uh, because I got lots of things to do today. It's already 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Apparently, my dad's been trying to get a hold of me like crazy. So,
so an hour-long podcast. That's okay. We went like almost 3 hours last time, so
that evens out.
It evens out. But yeah. So don't forget to check us out over on the YouTubes, the Fruit Labs, Twitch, Twitter, wherever, Twatter, places. We're everywhere. Just go find it. Well, I'm everywhere. He's not. That guy.
I'm a hermit.
He's not. Good luck finding him. Enjoy. If you find the secret D-pad Chad channel, you get absolutely nothing. But if you find
kick in the ass.
But yeah, I'm CEO.
Now I'm D-pad Chad.
And we will see you in the next one.